Is this where we start our trail, Ruli?
Yep.
And it says no vehicles, so hopefully no vehicles. And this is our normal walking trail nowadays. And then they have these little plaques along here, and they tell us little stories. Like this used to be the old cemetery. The resting place of soldiers and settlers. Okay. And then now it says no vehicles. First thing it says, first sign it says, bikes stay on pavement.
They mean cars.
Oh, they mean cars. Okay. So they don't consider a bike a vehicle.
No.
Okay. And this one was, oh yeah, this used to be a shingle mill and dam thing right here. Okay. And then, how long would you say this trail is?
Oh, I don't know,
About a mile all the way around. And it's just right for us because there's no roots or anything, it's all paved. Or most of it's paved anyway. Now this is the way the rails were when they were first made. It was just a steel rod, steel rail nailed to a log, right?
Yep.
That was the first railroads things. And this explains about it. And then they discovered that the wood underneath that steel eventually rotted away.
Yep.
So then they went to steel all the way. And this is the way it looked. So they went from these wooden ones to the steel ones. And they're all steel. And steel all the way, and then we just anchor them down with those anchor bolts right there onto the ties, the railroad ties. And then they finally discovered that the railroad ties rot away. They tear it up, put up new railroad ties, and then they sell the old railroad ties to people for flower beds and things. And hey, that's a pretty good shot of the river.
Hi.
Hello.
There's people coming.
Oh. Now, the trail that we want is the Sable River Trail, which turns right here, right there, just kind of a little ways past that bridge that we just came from. And it turns right here, and it's called the Sable River Trail. And because we went straight a couple times and got ourselves lost. And then this is the ski trails. Okay, this is not the regular hiking trails, but the ski trails. And then Sable River Day Use. Oh, I see. Closed at night, but after 6 o'clock in the morning you can do your walking. So this is where it starts the river walk, huh?
Yep.
And then basically this is where all the fishermen do the fishing, except at the dam. There's a whole bunch of them right at the dam, because the fish come right up to the dam and they're trying to jump that dam. Right, yep. See, now this is where it goes down, and the fishermen are right along there on that trail there, and right along here, and they're ready to catch those salmon. And they're pretty good sized fish, actually. And away they go. This is where they have different kinds of salmon, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Chinook,
Chinook.
coho.
King salmon. Wow. I didn't know there was that many.
I'm not sure if they're here though.
Okay.
I'm thinking just a coho.
And then they sit right here on these benches and they just whip over their poles and wait for a salmon to get on one. Now, what is today's date?
Today's the 22nd of April.
And how many degrees would you say it is?
I'd say, you know, like 48 or something.
Yeah, with wind.
With wind, yeah.
And the wind is what makes it cold.
Yeah.
And this is the whole story about the salmon. And salmon's a really big thing. They go salmon fishing in here, in the river there. And then they start out the salmon's journey right here, from little salmons. Chinook, okay. And they start them right here, and then they let them go, I think out to Lake Michigan. Then they come back for spawning, because this is their home, so they come back to their home. This is where the fishermen then catch them, because they're coming back and they think they're supposed to come back to their home. The fishermen are lined up all along this river during salmon season, and they just start pulling out these salmons like mad. Chinook. And Chinook is not a natural salmon here. They've planted these fish. And this is the bridge to nowhere. No, this is the bridge we have to cross to keep going on our trail. And there's our trail right there.
Oh, okay.
Now, I must admit, I chopped down the tree. I have to tell the truth.
All right.
Click it one more time and you got it. Tell me about the Skyline Trail, Rolly.
Okay, it's way up there.
Way up there, okay.
From up there you can see all the way to Lake Michigan and beyond, and it's quite a ways up there. We did it one time, and we said we're not going to do it again because we're too old to go all these steps up.
Yeah, and when we did that one time, how many years ago was that?
A couple of years maybe, 2
Uh-huh.
or 3 years ago.
Yeah, but it's just way too much work.
Well, we could do it, but it's just too much.
Yeah, we'd have to stop at each landing for half an hour.
Yeah.
And then you have a wonderful view from way up there.
Yes, you do.
And I have some really good pictures to take, but I'm not going to do it.
All right.
Okay, here I come, Rolly.
Okay.
And right over there's the dam. They had to rebuild that dam a few times. They go, that's it. We're going to build one strong dam. We never have to worry about it. And that's where the fishermen are, right along there quite a bit. River waterfall. So we have a lot of birds in the water when the time is around for when they do a lot of fishing. Ooh, that cold air. Okay, river waterfall. Let's see if I can read this sign. Yikes. That's where the fishermen fish over there. Boy, they can get the fish. They fish on that platform there. That's Ruli over there. And this is Hamlin Lake here. They got this little rope to catch any boats that might get this far. And hopefully that rope stops any boat that gets this far. Now I'm going to walk across. Yikes. Don't drop the camera, whatever you do. That's the falls, and I'm walking right on top of the falls now. They can do more or less of the gate, depending on each one of these things here. And they can open or close the gate more or less to keep that lake at whatever level they want. I think I got most of the way across, but there's just one fisherman with his daughter. But I don't think they're catching any fish, though. This is not fish season. Brr! Is it cold? And that's Hamlin Lake on the other side of that dam.
Yeah.
And then they go fishing right along there, and they get a lot of fish from there. Now, I don't know if the guy's legally fishing or illegally. They all have to get a license when they fish here. And but there's probably not too many fish right now. This is not the fishing time. And we're going to be crossing that bridge in a few minutes here. We're going to go up that hill right up there and go across that bridge and go back to our car. So this is the end of the trail then.
Yeah.
We just came off that, whoops, can't even see that bridge right now. But we just came off the bridge. And what's the name of this trail? I think it's a Sable River Trail.
Yeah.
And we're going to go back to our car way up there. And a bygone lumbering town. Okay.
They got wiped out by the 1888 dam broke.
Okay.